Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
My Betty, be hearty soon.
Out of here!
My Betty not gonna die.
Out of my sight! Out of my... God help me. Betty, child, will you awake? Will you open your eyes? Betty, little one.
Uncle, Susanna Walcott's here from Dr. Griggs.
Oh, let her come, let her come.
Come in, Susanna.
What did the doctor say, child?
He bid me tell you, Reverend Sir, that he cannot discover no medicine for it in his books.
Then he must search on.
Aye, sir. He's been searching his book since he left you, but he bid me tell you might have to look to unnatural things for the cause of it.
There be no unnatural causes here. Tell him I sent for Reverend Hale or Beverley, and Mr. Hale will surely confirm that. Tell him to search the medicine and put out all thought of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. He bid me tell you.
Speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Go directly home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. I pray for her.
Uncle, the rumour of witchcraft is all about. I think you best go down and deny it yourself. The parlour's packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
And what shall I say to them? That I found my daughter and my niece dancing like a heathen in the forest.
We did dance, Uncle. Let you tell them I confessed it and I'll be whipped if I must speak. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Then he's not witched.
I cannot go before the congregation, Abigail, when I know you've not opened with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance. And when you left from the bush so suddenly, Betty was frightened and then she fainted. And there's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I'd never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look you, child. Your punishment will come at its time. But if you traffic with spirits in that forest, I must know it now. For my enemies will, and they'll ruin me with it.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can't you not move ourselves since midnight? This child is desperate. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Abigail, do you understand? I have many enemies.
I've heard of it, Uncle.
There's a faction that's there to swarm me out of my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Well then, in the midst of such destruction, my house is found to be the very centre of some obscene practices. Abominations are done in the forest.
They were sport.
You call this sport? Abigail, if there's something that would help the doctors, for God's sakes tell it to me. I saw Titchbell waving her arms over that fire last night. Why was she doing that? And I heard screaming and gibberish coming from her mouth. She was swaying like some dumb beast over that fire.
She always sings Barbados songs and we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail, for my enemies will not blink it. I saw a dress on the grass.
A dress?
Aye, a dress. And I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees.
No one was naked. You mistake yourself, Uncle.
I saw it.
There's nothing more. I swear it, Uncle.
Abigail, is there any other cause as to why you were discharged from Goody Proctor's service?
She hates me, Uncle. She must, for I would not be her slave. It is a bitter woman, a lying, cold, snivelling woman, and I will not work for such a woman. My name is good in the village. I will not have said that my name is soiled. Goody Proctor is a gossiping liar.
Abigail, I will not have anyone. Abigail. Oh, Goody Ann, come in, come in.
It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon you.
Goody Ann, what is...
How high did she fly? How high?
She never flew.
Why, sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over Ingerson's barn and come down as light as a bird, he says.
Now look you, Goody Ann, she never... Oh, Mr. Putman, come in, come in.
It is providence things are now, it is a providence.
What is, sir? What's out?
Why, her eyes are closed, look you, Anne.
Why, that's strange. Ours is open.
Your root is sick?
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death driving into them, forked and hoofed.
Oh, pray you not. Why, how does Ruth ail?
She ails as she must. She never waked this morning, but her eyes open as she walks. Hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken, surely.
They say you've sent for Reverend Hale of Beverley.
Has a precaution only. He's more experienced in demonic arts, while
He has indeed, and found a witch in Beverley last year, and let you remember that.
Now look you, Goody Ann, they only thought they were a witch, and I be sure there be no element to witchcraft here.
No witchcraft. Now look you, Mr. Price.
Thomas? Thomas. We cannot leave to witchcraft, Thomas. As I know that you've least of all, Thomas, would you wish such disastrous charge laid upon me? We cannot leave to witchcraft. They'll have me out of sailing for such corruption in my house.
I've taken part in all contention here, Mr. Paris. There are hurtful, baneful spirits laying hands on these children.
But Thomas, we cannot.
And tell Mr. Paris what you've done.
Reverend Paris, I've laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you've never seen more hearty babies born. And now this year, my Ruth, my only, I see her turning strange. And so I thought to send to your Tituba.
To Tituba? What may
Tituba
Tituba?
knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it's a formidable. Seem to conjure up the dead.
I take it on my soul. But who else may surely tell me who murdered my babies?
Woman!
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. Mark this proof. Mark it. Last night my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. I know it. For how else now she struck dumb except for some power of darkness which would stop her mouth? It is a marvellous sign, Mr. Paris.
Don't you understand it, sir? There is a murdering witch among us, bound to keep herself in the dark.
So you were conjuring spirits last night?
Not I, sir. Tituba and Ruth.
Oh, Abigail, what proper payment for my charity? Now I'm undone.
You are not undone, let you take hold here. Declare it yourself. They are her.
In my house, Thomas. In my house! They'll have me off sailing for such corruption. They'll make of it a...
Your pardons. I only thought to see how Betty is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandma come. She improved a little, I think. She gave a powerful sneeze before.
Ah, there's a sign of life.
I fear no more, goody footman. It were a grand sneeze. Another like it will shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Now that you strike out against the devil, they are hurt.
You leave me now, Thomas. I'll pray while alone.
Uncle, you've prayed since midnight. Why do you not go down?
No. I cannot go before that crowd. I'll wait till Mr. Hale arrives. If you will, Goody Ann.
Mercy, go home to Ruth, do you hear?
Aye, mum.
If she goes for the window, cry for me at once.
I will, Uncle.
There's a terrible power over our arms today.
How is Ruth sick?
It's weirdish. I know not. She seems to walk like a dead one since last night.
Betty? No, Betty, wake up! Stop this, Betty!
Have you tried beating her? I gave Ruth a good one and wait for a minute. Here, let me have her.
No! He'll be coming up. Listen now, if they be questioning us, tell them we danced. I told them as much already.
Aye, what more?
He knows Tituba conjured Ruth's sisters to come up out the grave.
And what more?
He saw you naked.
Oh, Jesus!
What do we do?
The village is out. I just came from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. They be calling us witches, Abby. She means to tell. I know it. Abby, we must tell. Witchery is a hanging error. A hanging like they did in Boston 2 years ago. You'll only be whipped for dancing and the other stuff.
Oh, we'll be whipped.
I never done none of it. I only looked. Oh, you're a great one for looking, aren't you, Mary Warren? What a grand piece of courage you have.
Mama! Betty? Now, Betty dear, wake up now. It's Abigail. I'll beat you, Betty. I want my mama. What is you, Betty? Your mama's dead and buried.
Let me fly to Mama! Let me fly!
I told him everything. He knows now.
You-
He knows
You
everything.
drank blood, Abby!
You, Betty, you will never say that again.
You did! You drank the charge to kill John Proctor's wife. You drank the charge to kill Goody Proctor.
Shut it now, shut it! Now look you, all of you, we danced, and Tituba conjured Ruth Putnam's dead sisters, and that is all. And mark this, let either of you breathe a word or the edge of a word about any of the other things, and I will come to you, in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointy reckoning that will shudder you, and you know I can do it. I've seen Indians smash my dear parents' heads onto the pillows next to mine, and I've seen some reddish work done at night. And I can make you wish that you would never have seen the sun go down. Now you, sit up and stop this.
Abby, what's got her? She's going to die. It's a sin to conjure and witch.
I say shut up, Mary Warren.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren. Be you deaf. I forbid you leave this house, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my cows.
I only come to see the great doings in the world.
I'll show you a great doon on your arse one of these days. Now get you home, my wife is waiting with your work.
I'd best be off. I've my room to watch. Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
Oh, I almost forgot how strong you are, John Proctor.
What's this mischief here?
Oh, she's only gone silly somehow.
The road past my house has been a pilgrimage to Salem all morning. The town's mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, posh. We were dancing in the woods last night. My uncle let in on us. She took fright as all.
Ah, you're wicked yet, aren't you? You'll be clapped in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. A soft word.
No, Abby, that's done with.
You come 5 miles to your silly girl fly? I know you better.
I come to see what mischief your uncle is brewing now. You'll put it out of mind.
John, I'm waiting for you every night.
I never give you hope to wait for me, Abby.
I have something better than hope, I think.
I'll not be coming for you more, Abby. You'll put it out of mind.
You're surely sporting with me.
You know me better.
I know how you clutched my back behind your house and sweated like stallion whenever I come near. Or did I dream that? It's she put me out. You cannot pretend it were you. I saw your face when she put me out. You loved me then and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
A wild thing may say wild things, but not so wild, I think. I've seen you since she put me out. I've seen you nights. I cannot sleep for dreaming. I cannot dream, but I wake and walk about the house as though I'd find you coming through some door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may think of you softly from time to time, but I'll cut off my hand before I ever reach for you again. You'll put it out of mind we never touched.
Aye, but we did.
Aye, but we did not.
Oh, I marvel how such a strong man may let such a sick
You
wife
speak
be.
nothing of Elizabeth.
She is blackening my name in the village. She is telling lies about me. And you bend her, let her turn you like a...
Do look for a whipping.
I looked for John Proctor and took me from my seat and put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what pretense it was. I never knew the lying lessons I was taught by all these Christian women that are covenanted men. And now you bid me turn light on my eyes? I will not. I cannot. You love me, John Proctor. Whatever sin it is, you love me it. John, pity me, pity me. Betty!
What happened? What did you do to her? Betty!
She heard you singing and suddenly she's up and screaming.
The stand! She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name!
Mercy, run to the doctor and tell him what's happened here.
Mark the first sign, Marcus!
That is a notorious sign of witchcraft afoot. Goody nurse, a prodigious sign.
My mother told me that, when they cannot bear to hear the name of...
Rebecca, go to her. We're lost. She suddenly can't bear to hear the Lord's...
There's a hard sickness here, Jasper, so please keep quiet.
I have not said a word. No one here can testify I said a word. Is she going to fly again? I hear she flies.
Man, be quiet now.
What have you done?
What do you make of it, Rebecca?
I think she'll wake in time. Pray calm yourselves. I have 11 children and I am 26 times grandma, and I've seen them all through their silly seasons. And when I come upon them, they run the devil bow-legged, keeping up with their mischief. I think she'll wake when she tires of it. A child's spirit is like a child. You can never catch it by running after it. You must stand still, and for soon itself will come back.
Aye, that's the truth of it, Rebecca.
This is no silly season, Rebecca. My Ruth is bewildered. She cannot eat.
Perhaps she's not hungered yet. I hope you're not decided to go and search for the spirits, Mr. Harris.
Did you consult the wardens before you called this minister to look for devils?
He's not coming to look for devils.
Then what's he coming for?
There be children dying in the village, mister.
I see none dying.
Pray, John, be calm. I think it's best you send Reverend Hale back as soon as he come. We aren't relying on the doctor now. Good prayer.
Rebecca, the doctor is baffled.
If so it is, then let's go to God for the cause of it. There is danger in the seeking of loose spirits. I fear it. Let us rather blame ourselves and...
How may we blame ourselves? I'm one of 9 sons. The Putnam seed have people in this province. I have 1 child left of 8, and now she shrivels.
I cannot fathom that.
But I must. You think it's God's work you should never lose a child, nor a grandchild either, and I bury all but 1?
When Reverend Hale comes, there will be sure signs of witchcraft.
You cannot command Mr. Harris. We vote by name in this society, not by acreage. I've trouble enough without I come 5 miles to hear him preach, only hellfire and bloody damnation.
But that's
Take
a
it to heart,
drastic
Mr. Harris.
charge.
There are many others who stay away from church these days because you hardly ever mention God anymore.
That's a drastic charge.
It's somewhat true. There's many that quail to bring their children.
I do not preach for children, Rebecca. I'm your 3rd preacher in 7 years, and I do not wish to be put out like the cat with some majority feels the whim. You people seem not to comprehend that the minister is the Lord's man in the parish, and a minister shouldn't be so lightly contradicted.
Aye.
There's either obedience or the church will burn like hell is burning.
Can you speak 1 minute without we land in hell again? I'm sick of hell.
It's not for you to say what's good for you to hear.
I may speak my heart, I think.
What are we? Quakers? We're not Quakers yet, Mr. Proctor. And you can tell that to our followers.
My followers.
Aye. There's a party in the church. I'm not blind. There's a party and a faction.
Against you.
Against him and all authority.
Why then, I must find it and join it.
He does not mean that.
He confessed it now.
I mean it solemnly, Rebecca.
Don't break charge with your minister, John. Clasp his hand, make your peace.
I've propped a sow and lumber to drag home. Will you come, Giles? He says there's a party. Let's find the party.
I've changed my opinion of this man, John. Mr. Paris, I beg your pardon. I never thought you'd so much iron in you.
Oh, pray you, someone take these.
Oh, Mr. Hale! Well, it's good to see you. My, these are heavy.
They must be, away from the authority.
But you do come prepared.
We must be harsh on if it comes to tracking down the old boy. You cannot be Rebecca Nurse.
I am, sir. Do you know me?
It's strange how I know you, but I guess you look as though a good soul should. We've all heard your great charities in Beverley.
Do you know these people, Mr. Hale? Mr. Putnam and his good wife Anne.
Oh, Putnam. I'd not expected such distinguished company.
Mr. Hale, we look to you to come to our home and see if you can wake our child.
Your child is too.
Her soul seems thrown away. She sleeps, and yet she walks.
She cannot eat.
Cannot eat. So you men have afflicted children too?
No. These are farmers. And John Proctor.
He don't believe in witches.
I never spoke on witches one way or the other. Will you come, Giles?
No, John. I think not. I've some few queer questions to ask this fellow of my own.
I hear you be a sensible man, Mr. Hale. I hope you leave someone written sailing.
Mr. Hale, will you go to my doctor? Will you go to my daughter, please? She's went for the window, and we found her on the high road this morning, waving her arms as though she'd fly.
Tries to fly.
She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name, Mr. Hale.
No. Now let me instruct you. We cannot look to superstition on this. The devil is precise. The marks of his presence is definite story. And I shall not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me, if I shall find no bruise of hell upon her.
It's agreed, sir. It's agreed. We'll abide by your judgment.
Good then. What was the first warnings of this strangeness?
Well, sir, I found my daughter and my niece dancing in the forest last night.
You permit dancing?
No, it were secret.
Mr. Parsons' slave has knowledge of conjuring, sir.
Now, goody Ann, we can't be sure of that.
I know it, sir. For I said my child, she should learn from Titchman who murdered her sisters.
Goody Ann, you sent the child to conjure up the dead.
Let God blame me, not you, Rebecca. I'll not have you blaming me no more. Is it a natural work to lose 7 children before they live a day?
Shh!
7 dead at childbirth.
Aye.
What book is that?
What's there, sir?
Here's the invisible world, caught, defined and calculated. In these books the devil stands stripped of all his brute disguises. I shall find him if he's come among us, and I mean to crush him utterly if he's shown his face.
Will you hurt the child, sir?
I do not know. If she's truly in the devil's grip, we may have to rip and tear to set her free.
I best go then. I'm too old for this.
Why, Rebecca, we might open up all the boils of our troubles today.
Let us hope for that. I go to God for you.
I hope you don't mean we go to Satan here.
I wish I knew.
Putnam, stand close in case he tries to fly. Now, Bessie, can you sit up there? Bessie, can you hear me? I'm John Hale, Minister of Beverley.
How can it be the devil? Why would he choose my house to strike?
What victory would the devil have to win a soul already bad? The best is what the devil wants, and who better than the minister?
That's deep, Mr. Paris. Deep.
Bessie, will you answer Mr. Hale's questions? Bessie?
Someone afflicts you, child. It may not be a man, mind you, or a woman. Perhaps a bird invisible to others, or a pig, or a mouse, or any beast at all. What figure bids you fly? In nomine Domini, in out infernos. Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing in the forest?
Why, common dancing is all.
But I think I'd like to add, sir, that I saw a kettle on the grass where they were dancing.
That were only soup.
What's her super in this kettle, Abigail?
Why, we're beans and lentils, I think, and...
Mr. Parrish, you did not see, did you, any sort of living thing in this kettle? A mouse, perhaps, a spider, a frog?
I think I saw some movement in the soup.
That jumped in. We never put that in.
What jumped in?
Why, a very little frog jumped.
A frog, Abby!
Abigail, maybe your cousin is dying. Did you call the devil last night?
I didn't call him. Tituba.
Tituba called the devil.
I'd like to speak with Tituba.
Kujian, will you get Tituba?
How did she call him?
I know not. She spoke Barbados.
And did you feel any strangeness when she called him? A sudden cold wind? A trembling below the ground?
I didn't see no devil. Betty, wake up! Betty!
Why are you concealing? Have you sold yourself to Lucifer?
I never sold myself. I'm a good girl. I'm a proper girl. She made me do it. She made Betty do it.
Abby!
She makes me drink blood.
Blood!
My baby's blood?
No, chicken blood. I give she chicken blood.
Woman, have you listed these children for the devil?
I don't truck with no devil.
Then why can't you not wait? Are you silencing this child?
I love me, Betty.
This woman must be hanged. She must be taken and hanged.
No, don't hang Tituba. I tell him I don't desire to work for him.
Who? The devil!
Then you did see him. When the devil came to you, did he ever come with somebody else? Someone in the village? Someone you know?
It was black dark, and I...
A man or a woman?
Man or woman? What was woman?
Who was this woman?
Well, they was always talking. They was always running around and carrying on, and I
Salem witches!
believe so, yes, sir.
Tituba, you must have no fear to tell us who they are. The devil can never overcome a minister. You do understand that, do you not?
Aye, sir, oh, I do.
You have confessed yourself to witchcraft, and that's your willingness to come to heaven's side, and we will bless you, Tituba.
Oh, God bless you, Mr. Hale.
You are God's instrument, put into our hands to stop the devil's agent among us. You are sent to cleanse our village, and we will protect you, Tituba. We will protect you.
Oh, God, protect Tituba.
What was their names? Who were they?
Oh, how many times he bid me kill you, Mr. Paris.
Kill me!
He say Mr. Paris must be killed. Mr. Paris no goodly man. Mr. Paris mean man and no gentleman. And he bid me rise out of my bed and cut your throat. But I tell him, no, I don't hate that man. I don't want to kill that man. But he say, you work for me, Tituba, and I make you free.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I dance for the devil. I saw him. I wrote in his book. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil. I saw Goody Osborne with the devil. I saw Bridget Bishop with the devil.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil.
She speaks!
Glory to God is broken, they're free.
I saw Goody Bibber with the devil.
I saw Martha Bellows with the devil.
I saw Goody Howe with the devil.
The marshal all called the marshal.
I saw Goody Hawkins with the devil.
I saw Goody Sibber with the
I'll
devil.
tell the marshal to bring irons.
I saw Goody Booth with the devil.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil.
I saw Goody Hawkins with the devil.
He was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young, and all the tune that he could play was over the hills and far away, over the hills and a long way off. The wind shall blow my top knot off.
It's almost dark.
I were planting far out the forest edge.
Oh, you're done then?
Aye, the farm is seeded. The boys asleep.
They will be soon.
Pray now for a fair summer.
Aye,
Are you well today?
I am.
It's warm as blood beneath the clods. I think we'll see a green field soon.
Aye.
If the crop is good, I think I'll buy George Jacob's heifer. How will that please you?
It would.
I mean to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
Cider?
Aye.
This farm's a continent when you go foot by foot dropping seeds in it.
Must be.
You ought to bring some flowers in this house.
Oh, I forgot. I will tomorrow.
It's winter in here yet. On Sunday, let you come with me and we'll walk the farm together. I never seen such a load of flowers on the earth.
Aye.
Massachusetts is a beauty in the spring.
Aye. Aye, it is.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
You come so late. I thought you'd gone to Salem this afternoon.
Why, I have no business in Salem.
You did speak of going earlier this week.
Well, I thought better of it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why did you let her go? You heard me forbid her go to Salem anymore.
I couldn't stop her.
You're the mistress here, Elizabeth, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
How may you let that mouse frighten you?
It is a mouse no more. She raises up her chin to me like the daughter of a prince and she says, I must go to Salem, Goody Proctor. I'm an official of the court.
Court? What court?
Aye, it is a proper court they have now. They've sent 4 judges out of Boston, weighty magistrates to the general court, and at the top is the deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad.
I would to God she were. There'd be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And the deputy governor promised hanging too if they'll not confess. The deputy governor promised hanging if they'll not confess. And she speaks of Abigail. And I thought she were a saint to hear. Abigail brings the other girls into court, and where she walks a crowd will part to seek for Israel. And folks are brought before them, and if they scream and shout and fall to the floor, the person's clapped in jail for bewitching them.
Oh, it is a black mischief.
It is. I think you must tell them it's a fraud.
Aye, it is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. And tell him what you said to you in her uncle's house. She said it had naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
Aye, she did.
And you mustn't keep that from the court. They must be told.
Aye, they must. It's a wonder they do believe her.
I will go to Salem now, John. Let you go tonight.
I'll think on it.
Good. Then let you think on it.
I know I cannot keep it. I say I will think on it.
Then think on it.
She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof for it.
You were alone with her?
For a moment alone, I.
Well, then it's not as you told me.
For a moment, I say. The others come in soon after.
Do as you wish, then.
Woman, I'll not have your suspicion anymore.
I have no.
I'll not have it.
Then let you not earn it.
You doubt me yet. You will not judge me anymore. I have good reason to think before I charge fraud in Abigail, and I will think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you go to judge your husband anymore. I have forgot Abigail
And I.
Spare me. You forget nothing and forgive nothing. I cannot speak, but I am doubted. Every moment judged for lies as though I come into a court when I come into this house. Oh, Elizabeth, your justice would freeze beer. How'd you go to Salem? Do you mock me? I'll whip you if you dare leave this house again.
I'm sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray, hurt me not. My insides are a shudder. I'm in the proceedings all day, sir.
And what of these proceedings here? When will you proceed to keep this house, as you're paying £9 a year to do so, and my wife not wholly well?
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I had to sit long hours in a chair and pass the time by sewing.
Why, thank you. It's a fair profit.
We must all love each other now, Goody Proctor.
Aye, indeed we must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house, but I must sleep now.
Mary, is it true there'll be 14 women arrested?
No, sir. There'll be 39 now, sir.
Why, she's weeping. What ails you, child?
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hang? Hang, you say?
Aye.
And the deputy governor will permit it?
He sentenced her. She must. But not Sarah Good. Sarah Good confessed, you see.
Confess? To what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians until as God's thrown down we must worship hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. Did you tell them that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court she near to choke us all to death.
How? Choked you?
She sent her spirit out. She tried to kill me many times, Goody Proctor.
Well, I never heard you mention that before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into the court, I say to myself, I must not judge this woman, for she's so very old and poor, and she sleep in ditches. But then she sit there, denying, and I feel a misty coldness creeping up my back, and the skin on my skull begins to creep, and I feel a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air, and then I hear a voice.
a screaming voice, and it were my voice, and all at once I remember everything she's done to me.
Why? What did she do to you?
Mr. Proctor, many times she comes to this very door begging bread and a cup of cider. And mark this, whenever I turn her away empty, she mumbles.
Mumbled? She may mumble if she's hungry.
Aye, but what does she mumble? I told this to Judge Hathorn, and he said, Goody Osborne, what curse do you mumble? She says, Why, Your Excellency, no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments, says she.
And that's an upright answer.
Aye, but then Judge Hathorn says, Recite for us the commandments. And of all the 10, she knew not a single one. She never knew no commandments, and they had her in a flat line.
You will not go to court again, Mary Warren.
I must. I am an official of the court, they say. I'm amazed you don't see the weighty work that we do.
What work you do? It's strange work for a Christian girl to hang old women.
Mr. Proctor, they'll not hang if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit in jail sometime. And here's a wonder for you. Let you think on this. Goody Good is pregnant.
Pregnant? Are they mad? The woman's near 60.
They had Dr. Griggs examine her. She's full to the brim. And smoking a pipe all these years? No husband either. But she's safe, thank God, for they will not hurt the innocent child. But be that not a marvel. You see, it is God's work that we do. So I'll be gone for every day for some time now. You see, they say I'm an official of the court.
I'll official you.
I'll not stand a whipping no more. The devil's loose in Salem, Mr. Proctor.
I'll whip the devil out of you.
I saved her life today.
I am accused. Who accused me?
I am bound by law. I cannot tell it.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor. I'm 18 and a woman, however single.
Do you wish to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night then.
Good night.
The noose is up. She wants me dead, John, you know it.
I say sit down.
Favour me with this. Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. A promise is made in any bed.
What promise?
Spoken or silent, a promise is surely made. And she may dote on it now, I'm sure she does, and thinks to kill me, then to take my place. There'll be 1,000 names out there, why does she call mine? There'll be a certain danger in calling such a name. I am no Goody Good that sleeps in ditches, nor Osborne drunk and half-witted. She dare not call out such a farmer's wife, but there'd be monstrous profit in it. She thinks to take my place, but I will be your only wife, or no wife at all. She has an arrow you yet, John Proctor, and you know it well.
Good evening. Why, Mr. Hill. Good evening, sir. Come in, come in.
Hope I do not startle you.
No, it's only that I heard no horse.
No good Lord Proctor.
Aye, Elizabeth. Will you sit you down, sir?
You sit down, good Lord Proctor.
Will you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
No, it rebels my stomach. I've heard a travelling to do tonight. Let you sit down. I won't keep you long. I just have some business with you.
Business of the court?
No, I come on my own, without the court's authority. I know not if you're aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
We know it, sir. Our Mary Warren told us. We are entirely amazed.
I'm a stranger, as you know, and in my ignorance, I find it hard to draw a clear opinion of those who come accused before the court. So this evening, and tonight, I go from house to house. I come just from Rebecca Nurse's
Rebecca's
house.
charged.
God forbid such one be charged. She is mentioned somewhat, though.
You'll never believe, I hope, that Rebecca is charged.
Woman, it is possible. No man may longer doubt the powers of the dark gathered in a monstrous attack upon the village. Now, in the book of records that Mr. Paris keeps, it shows you were rarely in the church on the Sabbath day. 26 times the 17th month. I must call that rare.
Mr. Hale, I never knew I must account myself to that man, for I come to church or I stay at home. My wife are not well this winter.
So I'm told, but you, why could you not come alone?
I surely did, when I could, and when I could not, I prayed in this house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Your theology must tell you that.
It does, sir, it does.
Now, tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye, boys.
How come only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Paris lays his hands upon my baby. I see no light of God in that man.
I'm afraid that's not for you to decide. The man's ordained, therefore the light of God is on him.
What's your suspicion, Mr. Hale?
No, I have no.
I nailed the roof upon the church, I hung the door.
Oh, did you? That's a good sign then.
I think maybe we've been too hard on Mr. Paris. I think so. But sure, we never love the devil here.
Do you know the commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of them upon my life, Mr. Hale. I'm a covenanted Christian woman.
Will you repeat them then, if you will?
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not convey thy neighbour's goods, or make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt honour the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honour thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Say that one twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery, John.
You see, sir, between the two of us we know them all.
Mr. Hale, I do think you are suspecting of me somewhat, are you not?
Good Proctor, I do not judge you. My duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good fortune and good health. Good night, sir.
I think he must be told.
What's that?
Will you tell him, John?
I have no witness. I cannot prove it. But I know that the children's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Naught to do.
Mr. Paris discovered them sporting in the woods. They were startled and took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail.
Aye.
Abigail Williams told you I had naught to do with witchcraft.
She told me the day you came, sir.
Why did you keep this?
I never knew until today that the town had gone so daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense! I myself have examined Titchaba, Sarah and numerous others who have confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not? If they must hang for denying it, there are them that will confess to anything before they'll hang. Have you ever thought of that?
I have indeed, and you would testify to this in court.
I had not reckoned with it, but if I must, I will.
Proctor, let you open with me, for I have a rumour that troubles me. I've been told that you hold no belief that there is witches in the world. Is that true?
I know not what I have said. I may have said it. I have wondered if there be witches in the world, although I do not believe they come among us now.
Then you do not believe?
I have no knowledge of it. The Bible speaks of witches, and I will not deny them.
And you, woman?
I cannot believe it.
You cannot?
I cannot believe that the devil may own a woman's soul when she's kept in upright way as I have. I'm a good woman, I know it. And if you think that that woman may do only good work in the world and yet be secretly bound to Satan, then I must tell you I do not believe it.
But you do believe there are witches in the gospel?
If you say that I am one, then I think there are none.
She believe in the gospel, every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
She do not mean to doubt the gospel. This be a Christian house, sir. A Christian house.
Good then. To have the third child be quickly baptized and go every Sunday to the Sabbath prayer and keep a quite solemn way among them. I think.
John!
Giles, what's the matter?
They take my wife, and here's Rebecca!
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Reverend Hale, can you not speak to the Deputy Governor? Surely he mistakes these people.
Right, calm yourself, Mr. Ness.
My wife is a very brick and mortar of the church. And Martha Corey, there you'll not meet a woman closer to God than Martha.
How was Rebecca charged, Mr. Ness?
For murder she's charged. For the marvellous and supernatural murder of Goody Putman's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Calm yourself, Mr. Ness. Let you rest upon the justice of the court. The court will send her home. I know it.
You cannot mean she'll be tried in court.
The devil is alive and saving.
How may such a woman murder children?
I never said my wife were a witch, Mr. Hale. I only said she were reading books.
What complaint is made against your wife, Mr. Corey?
That bloody mongrel Walker charged you. You see, he bought a pig off my wife 4 or 5 years ago. And that pig died soon after. So he came dancing in for his money back. So my Martha says to him, if you do not have the wits to feed a pig properly, you will not live to own many, she says. Now he goes to court and claims that he cannot keep a pig alive for more than 4 weeks because my Martha bewitched him with her books. Good evening, Chief Proctor.
Why, Mr. Cheever, good evening.
Good evening to you all. Good evening to Mr. Hale.
I hope you come not on business of the court.
I do, Proctor. I'm clerk in court now. It's a pity, Ezekiel. An honest tailor might have to go for heaven, must burn in hell. You'll burn for this. Do you know it?
I must do as I'm told. You surely know that, right? I like not the sound of it. I tell you, I like not the sound of it. I have a warrant for your wife.
You said you were not charged.
I know nothing of it. When was she charged?
I'm given 16 warrant tonight, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Why, Abigail Williams charged her.
On what proof? What proof?
The Williams girl, Abigail Williams. She sat to dinner at Reverend Paris's house tonight, and without word nor warning, like a stricken beast, she'd fall to the floor. Screaming and screaming, a bull would leap to hear.
Why, she done it herself. I hope you're not taking this for proof, mister.
'Tis hard proof, Proctor. Here I find a poppet stuck, and in the belly of the poppet a needle stuck.
And what signifies a needle?
Why, it may signify that she... Woman, would you please come with me?
She will not. Fetch Mary, Elizabeth, fetch Mary.
What meaning has a poppet, Mr. Cheever?
Why, it may signify that she... Herrick, it's a needle.
What signifies a needle?
What meaning has it?
The Williams girl. She was found tonight with a needle stuck in her belly.
Why, she done it herself. I hope you're not taking this for proof, mister.
'Tis hard proof, Proctor.
Here now, Mary, how did this poppet come into my house?
What puppet's that, sir?
This poppet, this poppet.
Why, I think it is mine, sir.
It is your poppet, is it not?
It is, sir.
And how did it come into my house?
Well, I made it in the court today, sir, and I give it to Goody Proctor tonight.
Now, sir, do you have it?
Mary Warren, a needle was found in the poppet.
Aye, sir.
And you stuck it in yourself?
Aye, sir. For safe keeping.
What say you now, sir?
Abigail, Mary, you charge a cold, cruel murder on Abigail Williams.
Murder? I charge no.
Abigail was found with a needle in her belly tonight.
And she charges me.
Aye.
Why? The girl is murdered. She must be ripped out of the world.
Ripped out of the world. Herrick, you've heard it. You dare not touch that warrant, Proctor.
Out of my sight! Out of my sight!
You ripped the deputy governor's warrant, man.
Damn the deputy governor!
Now, Proctor.
Get you gone with them. You are a broken minister.
Proctor, if she's innocent, the court...
If she be innocent, why have you never wondered if Abigail be innocent? Or Paris? Is the accuser always holy now? Were they born this morning as clean as God's own fingers? I'll tell you what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, except now. The crazy little children jangle the keys of the kingdom, and common vengeance writes the law. This warrants vengeance. I'll not give my wife to vengeance.
I'll go, John.
Herrick, don't chain her. Don't chain her. I'll not have her chained. Off with them.
And yet, silent minister, it is fraud. You know it is fraud. What keeps you, man?
I'll pay you, Herrick. I'll surely pay you.
In God's name, John, I cannot help myself. I must chain them all. Now let you keep inside this house till I am gone.
Now, Proctor.
You are a coward. Though you be ordained in God's own tears, you are a coward.
Charity, Proctor, charity. But I've heard in her defence I shall not fear to testify in court. I cannot judge her guilty or innocent. I know not. But mark this, the world's gone mad, and it profit nothing that you lay the cause of it to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward. Out of my sight.
Proctor, I cannot think God be provoked so grandly by such a petty cause. The jails are packed, our greatest judges sit in Salem, and hangings promised. Were there murder done and never brought to light? Let you counsel among yourselves, and think on your village. What may have drawn such a thundering wrath from heaven? I pray God open up your eyes.
I've never heard no murder done in Salem.
Leave me, Francis. Leave me.
John, tell me, are we lost?
Go now, Giles. We'll speak on it tomorrow.
Let your think on it, eh? We'll come early.
Aye, go now.
Good night, then.
Mr. Proctor, they lightly let her home once they've heard proper evidence.
You will come to the court with me, Mary, and you will tell them it in the court.
I cannot charge murder on Abigail. She'll kill me. And she'll say you're lecture, Mr. Proctor.
She's told you.
Well, I've had it known, sir. But she'll ruin you with it, I know she will.
Good. Then her saintliness is done with, and we will slide together into her pit, and you will tell them it in the court.
I cannot, they'll turn on me, Mr. Proctor.
My wife will not die for me. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but that goodness will not die for me.
I cannot! I cannot! I cannot!
Make your peace. Now hell and heaven grapple at our backs and all our old pretenses ripped away. Make your peace.
I cannot!
Now, Marsh Corey, there's abundant evidence in our hands that shows you've given yourself to the reading fortunes. Do you deny it?
I'm innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know that you're not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence! Why will you not hear my evidence? Hands off, damn you! Let me go!
Giles!
Out of my way, Harry! I bring evidence!
You cannot go in there, Giles. It's a court.
Calm yourself, a moment.
Mr. Hill, go in there and demand I speak.
A moment, sir, a moment.
They'll be hanging my wife. How do you dare come round to this courtroom? Are you gone daft, Corey? You're not a Boston judge yet, Hatteran. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir. And more contentious.
I am asked the question, and I am old enough to answer it. My name is Corey, sir. Giles Corey. They be telling lies about my wife, sir.
Do you take it upon yourself to determine what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Your Excellency, we mean no disrespect for...
Disrespect indeed. It is disruption, mister.
Your Excellency, I only said that my wife were reading books and they come take her out of my house for...
Books? What books?
It is my third wife, sir. I've never had a wife to be so taken with books. And I tried to find the cause of it, you see. But there were no witch I blamed her for it. I broke charity with the woman. I broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence in his wife's defence. I think in all justice you must...
Then let him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. We are certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
Come now, Giles.
We are desperate, sir. We come here 3 days now and cannot be heard.
Who is this man?
Francis Nurse, Your Excellency.
His wife Rebecca were condemned this morning.
Indeed. I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I've only good report of your character, Mr. Nurse.
I think they must both be arrested and contempt, sir.
Excellency, we have proof before your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. The girls, sir, the girls are frauds.
What's this?
We have proof of it, sir. They are all deceiving you.
It's contempt, sir, contempt.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Nurse?
I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
And do you know that near to 400 are in the jails from Marblehead to Lynn, upon my signature? And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
I never think to say it to such a weighty judge, but you're deceived.
Mary Warren, what are you about
She
here?
would speak with the Deputy Governor.
Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honour. When I go to fetch her to the court last week, she said she were sick.
She's been striving with her soul all week, Your Honour. She comes now to tell the truth of this to you.
Who is this?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware of this man, Your Honour. This man's mischief.
You must hear the girl, sir.
Peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirit, sir.
Never saw no spirits?
Never!
She has signed a deposition, sir.
No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
We have not.
This man has come to overthrow the court, Your Honour. This man
I
is...
pray you, Mr. Paris. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Ah, and the other girls, Susanna Walcott and the others, they are also pretending.
Aye, sir.
Indeed.
Surely Your Honour is not going to let such vile lie be spread in open court.
Indeed not, but it strike hard upon me that you would dare come here with such a tale. Now, before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all concealment.
I know that, sir.
Let me continue. I understand, well, a husband's tenderness may drive him to extravagance in defence of a wife. Now, are you certain in your conscience, sir, that your evidence is the truth?
It is, and you will surely know it.
And you thought to declare this revelation in the open court before the public?
I thought I would, with your permission.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in so doing?
Why, I would free my wife, sir.
There lurks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court.
Why, no, sir.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
I think it be my duty, sir. You'll not deny it, John. When I came to the house to take his wife, he damned the court and ripped your warrant.
Now you have it.
I were a timber, sir. I knew not what I did.
Mr. Proctor,
Aye, sir.
have you seen the devil?
No, sir.
You are in all respects a gospel Christian?
I am, sir.
Such a good Christian only come to church once a month.
Not come to church.
I have no love for Mr. Paris. It is no secret. But God, I surely love.
You plough on Sunday, sir.
Plough on Sunday?
I think it be evidence, John. I'm an official of the court. I cannot keep it.
I have once or twice ploughed on Sunday. I have 3 children, and until last year my land gave little.
You'll find other Christians that do plough on a Sunday, if the truth be known.
I cannot think you judge a man as such evidence, sir.
I judge nothing. I tell you straight, mister. I have until this moment not the slightest reason to suspect that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike upon you that so many of these women have lived so long with such upright reputation and...
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
Aye, I read the gospel.
I think not. Or you'd know that the Cain was an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us that Rebecca Nurse murdered 7 babies by sending down her spirits on them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim in which she states that she is pregnant now.
My wife? Pregnant?
There be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
But if she says she's pregnant, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Mr. Danforth.
She will not.
Never, sir. Never.
We've thought it too convenient to be credited. However, if I should tell you this now, I shall have her kept another month, and if she begins to show her natural sign, you shall have her living another year until she is delivered. What say you? Come now. You say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then, she is saved this year at least, and here is law. What say you? It is done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow this court, Your Honour.
These are my friends. Their wives are also accused.
I judge you not, sir. I'm ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court. I only...
Marshal! All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
If I may say it myself, sir, I know this man all my life. It is a good man.
I'm sure of it. Now, Mr. Proctor, what deposition do you have for us? I beg you to be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
I am no liar, so I'll...
The pure in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
Will you read this first? It's a sort of testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of Rebecca and my wife and Martha Corey.
Their good opinion.
They're all landholding farmers, members of the church. If you notice, sir, they've known the women for many years and never saw no signs that any dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave these people my word. No harm will come from them signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
In every defense and attack upon the court, can no
All Indonesians and Christian people are happy in the courts in Salem. They're gloomy in it. And I think they'd want to know from each and every one of you what discontents them with you.
I think they ought to be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think.
These are all covenanted Christians, sir.
Then I'm sure they may have nothing to fear. Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn for all these. Arrest for examination. Now, mister, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse.
I brought trouble on these people, I have.
No, old man, you have not hurt these people if they are of good conscience. But you must understand, sir, that a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. She's not hearty, I see.
No, she's not. Remember the angel Raphael, what he said to the boy Tobias. Remember it.
Aye, sir.
Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Aye.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Give him mine.
This is Mr. Corey's deposition.
Aye! There he is!
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. where he claims you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery.
It is a lie.
Mr. Putnam states your charge is a lie, sir. What say you to that?
A fart on Thomas Putnam. That is what I say to that.
What proof do you submit for your charge, sir?
The proof is there. This man is killing his neighbours for their land.
What proof, sir? Proof?
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it.
And the name of this man?
Why, I cannot give you his name.
You are
I cannot.
You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. I ask you, Mr. Corey.
He has a story of confidence, sir, and he...
The devil lives in such confidence. Without confidence there be no conspiracy, Your Honour.
I think he must be broken, sir.
Old man, if your informant tells the truth, let him come here openly like an honest man. But if he hide in anonymity, I must know why. Now, sir, the government and the Central Church demand of you the name of he who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale.
we cannot blink anymore. There's a prodigious fear in the court of the country.
Then there's a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord, but there's a prodigious fear nonetheless.
Reproach me not with the fear in the country. There's fear in the country because there's a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But there's not fallen everyone accused as part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. You are under arrest in contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, or you'll be set in the jail until you decide to answer all questions.
No, Giles. I'll cut your throat, Putnam. I'll kill you yet.
Peace, Giles, peace. We'll prove ourselves now, we will.
Say nothing more, John. He's only playing you. He means to kill us all.
This is a court of law. I'll have no effrontery here.
Forgive him, sir, for his old age. Peace, Giles, peace. We'll prove ourselves now, we will. You cannot weep, Mary. Remember the angel Raphael. Hold to it. There is your rock. This is Mary's deposition. I ask you to remember while you read it that until 2 weeks ago she were no different than the other children are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, tried to win her soul away, and when she refused...
We know all this.
Aye, sir. She swears now that she never saw Satan or any spirit, vague or clear, that Satan may have sent to hurt her, and she declares her friends are lying now.
Excellency, I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
I cannot judge him. I know him little, but claims so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. In God's name, send him home. Let him come again with a lawyer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
I've signed 72 death warrants. Just this morning I signed with the soul of Rebecca Nurse. My hand shakes as though with a wound. Let this argument lawyers present to you.
Believe me, Mr. Hale, for a man of such terrible learning you are most bewildered. I hope you'll forgive me. Let you consider now, and I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, on its face and in its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and her victims. Now, we cannot hope the witch will accuse herself. Granted. Therefore, we must rely upon her victims.
But the child claims the girls are not truthful, and if they are
That
not...
is precisely what I'm about to consider, Mr. Hale. What more may you ask of me? Unless you doubt my probity.
I surely do not. Let you consider it then.
And let you put your heart to rest. Her deposition, Mr. Proctor.
I should like to question.
Mr. Paris, I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children out? Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me you sat in my court callously lying when you knew that people would hang by your evidence. Answer me!
I cannot lie more. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now or you were lying in the court earlier. And in either case, you've committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
Ruth Putman's not in the court, sir. Nor the other children.
These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, has given us a deposition in which she swears she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifest of the devil. She claims neither of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based upon the Bible. And the Bible, written by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft and describe death as a penalty thereof. A poppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims he sat beside her in court while she made it, and saw her make it, and witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see poppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept poppets.
Your Honour, my wife never kept no poppets. Mary Warren confesses it were hers.
Your Excellency? Mr. Cheever?
When I spoke with Goody Proctor in the house yesterday, she said she never kept no poppets, but she did when she were a girl.
Your Honour, she's not been a girl these 15 years.
But a pop will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept, but Mary Warren swears she never saw any poppet in my house, nor anyone else.
Why couldn't there have been poppets when no one has seen them?
There might also be a dragon with 5 legs in my house, but nobody's ever seen it.
Your Honour, we're here to discover exactly what no one's ever seen.
Mr. Danforth, what profit this girl to turn herself about? What made Mary Warren gain by hard questioning or worse?
You were charging Abigail Williams with a marvellous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife.
It is not a child. Now hear me, sir. In the sight of congregations, you were twice this year put out of the meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during...
She was under Titchbell's power. She's solemn now.
Aye, now she is solemn and goes to hang people.
Quiet, man.
Surely you have no bearing on the question. He charges contemplation for murder.
Aye. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, tell the governor how you danced in the woods.
This is a fine attack upon the court, Your Honour.
In a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor?
Abigail leads the girls to the woods, Your Honour, and they have danced there, naked.
Your Honour, this man, ever since I came to Silla, this man is blackening my name. He is...
Mr. Paris discovered them in the dead of night. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris?
I can only say, Your Honour, that I've never seen any of them naked.
But you discovered them dancing in the woods. Abigail?
Excellency, when I first came from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, sir. But I never saw any of them naked.
Would she have danced?
Aye, sir. Excellency, will you permit me?
Pray, proceed.
You say you never saw no spirits, were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet when you were confronted in court for witchery, you denied it. You said you fainted and you were choked by the spirits.
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, sir.
I myself picked you up many times, and you were very icy to the touch. Mr. Danforth?
I saw that many times.
She only pretended to faint. They're all marvellous pretenders.
Then can't she pretend to faint now?
Now?
Why not? Since she pretended to faint in court so many times. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint! As you pretend you claim.
I cannot.
Can you not pretend it?
I cannot.
Why not? So you'll confess yourself, will you not?
No, sir. I have no sense of it now, sir.
Why? What is lacking?
I have no sense.
Might it be that here we have no afflicting spirit loose, yet in the court there were some?
I never saw no spirits.
Let you see no spirits now. Let you pretend to faint.
I cannot.
This is a trick to blind the court, Your Honour.
It's not a trick, I swear. I thought I saw spirits, but I did not.
Thought you saw them?
Aye, sir, but I did not.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard all the other girls screaming, and you seemed to believe them, Mr. Danforth, and then in the beginning it was sport, and then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits. But I assure you, Mr. Danforth, I never saw no spirits.
Surely Your Honour isn't taken by such simple lie.
Abigail, I bid you now, search your heart and tell me this, and beware of it, child. To God, every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them that take life without cause. Might it be that the spirits you have seen are some illusion only, some deception that may cross your mind?
Why, this is a base question, sir.
Child, I would have you consider it.
I've been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I've seen my blood running out. I've been near to murdered every day because I've done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward? To be mistrusted, denied, questioned like a
child. I do not mistrust you.
Let you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits? Beware of it. There is...
What is it, child?
I know not. A wind. A cold wind has come. Abby? Your Honour, I freeze!
You're pretending.
She's cold, Your Honour. Touch her.
Mary, do you send the shadow upon me?
Lord, save me!
I freeze! I freeze!
It is a wind! A wind!
Abby, don't do that!
Mary Warren, do you witch her? I say to you, do you send your spirit out?
Let me go, Mr. Proctor! Oh, Heavenly Father, take away this shadow!
How do you call heaven? Whore! Whore!
John! Man, what do you...
It is a whore!
Your charge!
Mr. Danforth, he is lying!
I have known her! I have known her.
You are a lecher.
Oh, John, you cannot say such a...
Oh, Francis, I wish you had some evil in you that you might know me. A man will not cast away his good name, you surely know that.
In what time? In what place?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded. On the last night of my joy, some 8 months past, she used to serve me in my house. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. And I know that now. I beg you, sir, I beg you, see her what she is. My wife, my dear good wife, took her in soon after and put her out on the high road. And being what she is, a lump of vanity. Excellency, forgive me, forgive me. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. My wife is innocent except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What look do you give me? I don't have such looks.
You will remain where you are. Mr. Paris, go into the court and bring Goodwife Proctor out.
But Your Honour,
bring her out! And tell her not one word of what's been spoken here, and that you knock before you enter. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman?
In her life, sir, she had never lied. There are them who cannot sing and those who cannot weep. My wife cannot lie, and I paid much to learn it.
And when she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot.
Aye.
And knew her for a harlot.
Aye, she knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me it were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on both of you. Hold! Turn your back. Turn your back! Do likewise. Now let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to speak one word or raise a gesture aye or nay. Enter! Come here, woman. You look at me only, not at your husband, in my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We're given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? Look at me! The answer is in your memory and you need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you? Look at me. Was she slovenly? Lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honour, in that time I was sick and I. My husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some are, but always at his work. And in that time, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby. And I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl...
Look at me!
I, sir, Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her. And so one night I lost my wits, I think, and sent her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you.
He...
Woman, look at me! To your knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question. Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her, Marshal.
Elizabeth, tell the truth.
She's spoken. Remove her.
Elizabeth, I've confessed it.
Oh, God.
She only thought to save my name, sir.
Excellency, it's a natural lie to tell. Stop now before another is condemned. Private vengeance is working throughout this testimony. From the beginning, this man has always struck me true. And by my oath in heaven, I ask that you bring his wife back before we...
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied.
I believe him. This girl has always struck me false. She has...
You will not. Be gone, I say.
What is it, child? What's there? Child! Girls!
It's on the beam, behind the rafter.
Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's the bird?
My face!
Mr. Hill!
Be quiet!
Where's the bird?
Be quiet!
But God made my face. You could not want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary.
Abby, you mustn't.
This is a black art to change your shape. No, I cannot. I cannot stop my mouth. It's God's work I do.
Abby,
Oh, Mary, please don't come down.
her claws, she's stretching her claws.
Lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me.
I'm not hurting her.
Why does she see this vision?
She sees nothing.
She sees nothing.
Abby, you stop it.
Abby, stop it.
Mary Warren, draw back your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth! Mr. Danforth!
You've compacted with the devil, have you not?
Never! They're sporting! They're sporting! Abby, stop it! Abby, stop it! Stop it!
A little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others.
I have no power!
They're gulling you, mister.
Why did you turn about this past 2 weeks? You've seen the devil, have you not?
You cannot believe them.
Mary, God damns all liars.
You've seen the devil, have you not? You've made compact with Lucifer, have you not?
God damns all liars, Mary.
I cannot hear you. What do you say?
I cannot!
You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me.
I cannot!
Mary, remember the angel Raphael, what he said to the boy. Do that which is good and...
Her wings are spreading, Mary, please, don't.
I see nothing, Your Honour.
Do you confess his power? Speak!
No, I cannot!
Will you speak?
I cannot!
Cast the devil out and trample him and look him in the face. We'll save you, Mary.
Look out, she's going to come down.
Mary, tell the governor.
Don't touch me.
Mary!
You're the devil's man, Mr. Proctor.
Praise God! Praise God!
Mary, how?
I will not hang with you, for I love God.
He bid you do the devil's work.
I'll not hang with you. I love God. He come to me every night and day to sign.
Sign what?
The book? The devil comes with a book.
My name, he want my name. He says he'll kill me if his wife hangs. We must go and overthrow the court, he says.
Mary!
No, I'll not hang with you. I love God. I bless God. Abby, I'll not hurt you no more.
What are you? You're combined with Antichrist, are you not? I've seen your power. You will not deny it. What say you?
Excellency.
I have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess yourself befouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet?
I say, God is dead. Hear it! A fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer. I see his filthy face, and it is my face and yours, Danforth. And we will burn together.
Marshal, take him and Corey with him to the jail.
I denounce these proceedings.
You are pulling heaven down and raising up a whore.
I denounce these proceedings. I quit this court.
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!
Sarah Good, wake up!
Oh, Majesty! Come in! Teachba! He's here! His Majesty's come!
Go to the north cell. This place is wanted now.
I thought you was the Majesty. That's the Marshal.
Get along with you now, come on!
Oh, I thought for sure you'd be the devil coming for us for our going away. Could I have a step aside for me going away?
And where are you off to, Sarah?
We're going to Barbados. As soon as the devil gets here with the feathers and the wings.
Oh, a happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds bringing suddenly the two of us. Oh, it'd be a grand transformation, Marshall.
You'd best give me that or you'll never rise off the ground in the morning. Come along now.
I'll speak to him for you. If you desire to come along, Marshall.
I'd not refuse it, Kitchener. It's the proper morning to fly into hell.
Oh, it'd be no hell in Barbados. Devil him be pleasure man in Barbados. Him be singing, dancing in Barbados. It's you folks, you rouse him up. He frees his soul in Massachusetts. But in Barbados, he's just a sweet out.
I'm here, Majesty!
Deputy Governor's arrived.
Come along, come along.
No, he coming for me. I'm going home.
That's not Satan, just an old cow with a hat full of milk. Get out!
Take me home, devil! Take me home! Take me home, devil!
Good morning, Your and Excellency.
Where's Mr. Paris?
I'll go fetch him.
Marshal, when did Reverend Hale arrive?
It were toward midnight, I think.
What is he about here?
He goes among them that will hang, and he prays at them. He sits with Goody Nurse and Mr. Paris with him.
Indeed. That man have no authority to enter here. Why have you let him in?
Why, Mr. Paris command me, sir. I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a very bitter night, and I've no fire here.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Aye, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I've only now cleared the people out for you.
Beware hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Your Honour, good morning. I beg your pardon waking you so early. Good morning, Judge Hawthorne. Excellency, hear me. It's a province. Mr. Hale has returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
He bids her confess.
Hear me. Rebecca not speak to me these 3 months. And now she sits with him. And her sister and Martha Corey and 2 or 3 others. He pleads with them, confesses their crimes and saves their lives.
Why, this is indeed a providence. And they soften. They soften.
Not yet. Not yet, sir, but I'll talk to some of you. That maybe we think it might not be wise to, that we might question that we...
Mr. Paris, be plain. What troubles you?
There's news, sir, that the court may reckon with my niece, sir. My niece. She's vanished.
Vanished?
Hi, sir. I thought to advise of this to you earlier, but I...
What? How long is she gone?
It's been the 3rd night, sir. You see, she says she's staying night with Mercy Lewis, and the next day when she not come home, I sent to Mr. Lewis to inquire. He told me Mercy's staying night of mine.
They are both gone.
Aye, sir.
I will send a party for them. Where may they be?
I think they'd be aboard a ship, sir. My daughter tells me how she heard them speaking about ships the other day, and then this morning when I woke up, I discovered my strongbox.
She robbed you.
It was broken into, sir. £31 gone. I'm penniless. I think we should postpone these hangings over time, sir.
There will be no postponement.
But, sir...
Give me the list. Now, sir, which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I'll myself strive with them till dawn.
There's no sufficient time till dawn.
I shall do my utmost. Which of them do you have hope for?
You cannot hang this source. There's danger for me. I dare not step out at night.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are glad to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 are already hanged for the same crime. It is not just.
Rebecca will not confess.
Excellency, I must have more time. The sun will rise in a few minutes.
Now hear me and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang, 12 are already executed. The names of these 7 are given out. The town expects to see them die this morning. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon must cast doubt upon the guilt of them that died till now. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hale?
All but Proctor is in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He's just like some great bird. You wouldn't know though he eats from time to time.
His wife? His wife must be well on with child now.
She is, sir.
What think you, Mr. Paris? You have closer knowledge of the man. Might her presence soften him?
I think it might work, sir. He not lay eyes on her these 3 months. I should summon her.
Is he yet adamant? Has he struck at you again?
He is chained to the wall. He cannot.
Fetch Goody Proctor to me. Then let you bring him up.
Excellency, if you postpone the hanging and publicly striving for confession, that's your mercy on your part, not falter.
Mr. Hale, as God have not empowered me like Joshua to stop the sun from rising, so I cannot withhold from them the perfection of their punishment. Goody Proctor, I hope you are hearty.
I am yet 6 months before my time.
Pray be at your ease. We come not for your life. Mr. Hale, will you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband's marked to hang today.
I have heard it.
You do know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? For if your husband is taken, I count myself his murderer. You do understand that?
What do you want of me?
I have gone this 3 months like our Lord, our Saviour, into the wilderness. I've sought a Christian way, for damnation's double and a minister counsels men to lie.
It is no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
It is a lie. They are innocent.
I'll hear no more of that.
Woman, do not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. Life, woman, life is God's most precious gift, and no principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. Prevail upon your husband. Let him give his life. Will you plead with him?
I think that be the devil's argument.
Woman, in the laws of God we are swine. We cannot read his will.
I lack learning courage.
Goody Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Be there no wifely tenderness within you. He will die with the sunrise. Your husband. Do you understand that? Will you contend with him? What say you? Are you stone?
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
You'll strive with him?
Will you plead for his confession, or will you not?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified.
Excellency.
I see light in the sky, mister. Let you counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
Leave them.
If you desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, I'm sure I'd... God lead you now.
The girls.
There's no word of the boys.
They're well. Rebecca Samuel keeps them.
You have not seen them.
I have not.
You are a marvel, Elizabeth.
You have been tortured.
Aye. They comfort my life now.
I have heard it.
None have yet confessed.
There be many confessed.
Who are they?
There be 100 or more. Isaiah Goodkind is one. Goody Ballard is one. There be many.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She's 1 foot in heaven now. Naught may hurt her more.
And Giles?
You have not heard it.
I hear nothing where I'm kept.
Giles is dead.
When were he hanged?
He were not hanged.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Press?
Great stones they lay upon his chest, until he plead aye or nay. They say he give 'em but 2 words. More weight, he says, and died.
More weight?
Aye, for a fearsome man, Giles Corey.
I've been thinking I will confess to them, Elizabeth. What say you if I give them that?
I cannot judge you, John.
What would you have me do?
I want you living, that's for sure.
Giles' wife, have she confessed?
She will not.
It is a pretense.
What is?
I cannot mount the gibbet like a saint. It is a fraud. I am no good man. My honesty is broke, Elizabeth. I am not that man. Nothing's rotten by giving them this lie that was not rotten long before.
Yet you've not confessed till now. That speaks goodness in you.
Spite only keeps me silent. It's hard to give a lie to such dogs. I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
I cannot judge you, John. I'd
have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never lie die now to keep their souls. It is pretense for me, a vanity that will not blind God nor keep my children out of the wind. What say you?
John, you come to naught that I should forgive you, if you'll not forgive yourself. It is not my soul, John, it is yours. For I know it now, whatever you do, it is a good man that does it. I have read my heart this 3 months, John. I have sins of my own account. It needs a cold wife to prompt lettering.
Enough, enough.
Betty, you should know me.
I have known you. I will not have it.
John, I've sins of my own account. I counted myself so plain, so poorly made. Suspicion kissed you and I did. No honest love could come to me. It were a cold house I kept.
No, I take my own, my own.
What say you, Goody Proctor? The sun is soon up.
Do what you will, but let none be your judge, for there be no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Forgive me, John.
I will have my life.
You'll confess.
I want my life.
God be praised. Proctor will confess. He will confess.
Praise to God, man. Praise to God. You will be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Are you ready, Mr. Cheever?
Ready, sir.
Why must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village. This we shall post upon the church door. Where is the marshal?
Marshal! Hurry!
Now then, mister, will you speak slowly and straight to the point for Mr. Cheever's sake? Mr. Proctor, have you seen the devil in your life?
I did.
Praise God!
And will he come to you? What were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his service? Come in, woman!
Aunt John, you were well dinner.
Courage, man, courage! Let her witness her good example that she may come to God herself. Now hear it, goody nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor. Did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
Why, John?
I did.
Now look, woman, you surely see it profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further. Will you confess yourself with him?
Oh, John, God have his mercy on you.
I say, will you confess yourself, goody nurse?
I cannot. How may I damn myself? It is a lie.
Mr. Proctor, when the devil came to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company?
No.
Did you ever see her sister Mary Easty in his company?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see anyone with the devil?
I did not. This woman never thought she'd done the devil's work.
Look you, sir, you mistake your duty here. It matters nothing what she thought. She is convicted of the cruel and unnatural murder of children, and you for sending your spirit out upon Mary Warren. Your soul alone is the issue here, mister, and you will prove its whiteness, or you cannot live in a Christian country. Will you tell me now, what persons conspired with you in the devil's company? To your knowledge, was Rebecca Nurse ever...
I speak my own sins. I cannot judge another. I have no tongue for it.
Excellencies, enough he confess it. Let him sign.
You will sign your name here, or it is no confession, mister.
Praise be to the Lord!
If you please, sir.
No, I have signed it. It is done. You have no need for this. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor, I must have...
Proctor, the village must have proof that...
Damn the village. I have confessed to God. God sees my name. It is enough.
No, sir, it is not.
You came to save my soul, did you not? Here, I have confessed myself. It is enough.
You have not confessed.
I've confessed myself. Is there no good penitence but it be public? God does not need my name nailed upon the church. God sees my name. God sees how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor!
You will not use me. I am no Sarah Good or Tituba. I am John Proctor. You will not use me. It is no part of salvation that you should use me.
I do not wish to.
I have 3 children. How may I teach them to walk like men in the world that I sold my friends?
You have not sold your friends.
Beguile me not. I blacken them when this is nailed to the church, the very day they hang for silence.
Mr. Proctor, I must have good and legal proof that you...
Your Honour, you are the High Court. Your word is good enough. I have confessed them. Tell them Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman. Say what you will, but my name cannot.
It is the same, is it not?
It is not the same. What others say and what I signed to is not the same.
Why, do you mean to deny this confession when you are free?
I mean to deny nothing.
Then explain to me, sir, why you will not let...
Because it is my name. Because I will not have another in my life. Because I lie and sign myself to lies. Because I'm not worth the dust on the feet of those who hang. I have given you my name. I've given you my soul. Leave me my name.
Is that document a lie? If it is a lie, I will not accept it. Which way do you go, mister? I will not deal in lies. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. Which way do you go? Marshal!
Proctor! Proctor!
Man, you will hang, you cannot.
I can. Give them no tears. Tears pleasure them. Show up a stony heart and sink them in it.
Let you all fear nothing, and none of judgment awaits us all.
Hang them high over the town. Who waits for these waits for corruption.
I've had no breakfast.
Come, man. Go to him, Elizabeth. There's yet time. Go! Proctor!
Woman, plead with him. It is pride, it is vanity. What profit him plead? Shall the worms declare his truth? Shall the dust praise him? Be his helper, take his shame away.
He hath his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.
Beggar